fare go up, schedule disruption make passengers suffer. Dhaka likely to experience rain tonight. India lifts ban on onion import after 6 months. Those were the headlines. This is ATN News. Good evening, viewers. I'm Riti Prova with English Bulletin. Additional fare of train has been enforced from Saturday. Through this fare hike, the subsidy on the fare the railway passengers have been enjoying so far has gone off. Earlier, the railway passengers used to enjoy 20% exemption on the fare for 101 up to 250 kilometer journey on train. 25% exemption from 251 up to 400 kilometer travel and 30% exemption for crossing the distance beyond that. Since the subsidy has been lifted, the price for economy chair has now gone up from Taka 20 to 150 in respect of the destinations. The price of AC chair has gone up maximum Taka 300 and cabin Taka 400. Meanwhile, Kamalapur railway station saw a severe disruption of train schedule on Saturday as an impact of train accident in Gazipur on Friday. The schedule disruption made the passengers suffer. Rain accompanied by thunderstorm likely in Dhaka tonight. Heat wave might ease slightly due to the rain. However, the other parts of the country will have to wait for 2 more days to get rain of relief. Met Office sources confirmed the matter on Saturday. The Met Office forecast said there is a chance of rain along with thunderstorm in different parts of the country from May 5 to 11. The temperature is likely to shuffle within 32 to 34 degrees Celsius at that time. There is also chance of hailstorm in Sylhet and northern region of the country. The Met Office has cautioned the people to step out of home carefully in avoiding lightning-related deaths. Besides, the whole month of May is likely to experience temporary rain with thunderstorm that might start from May 6, the Met Office sources added. Non-government research organization Center for Policy Dialogue has proposed a minimum wage of Taka 22,776 for Tannery industry workers, considering the food price of the workers and inflation. The proposal was made at a media briefing of CPD titled Challenge in Fixing and Implementing the Minimum Wage of Tannery Industry Workers at its office in capital's Dhanmondi on Saturday. In its minimum wage proposal for workers, CPD said a sum of Taka 33,445 needed for the workers every month for food and other essential purpose. The CPD research said in 2011, minimum wage for the tannery workers were fixed for the first time. That was Taka 8,750. In 2018, it was Taka 13,500 for the urban regions and Taka 12,850 for the rural regions. State Minister for Information and Broadcasting Muhammad Ali Arafat has assured full cooperation to the journalists working on environment. He made the pledge while addressing a roundtable at the National Press Club on Saturday, marking World Press Freedom Day 2024. The State Minister for Information said protecting environment is a part of the government's policy. Those who will support the issue for the greater interest of the people, they will get full support from the government. However, if any attempt is made to use environment as a shield to stop development and progress, that will also be resisted, he added. From now on, Shohid Janani Jahanar Imam Museum in capital's Elephant Road will be under the management of National Museum. Eldest son of Shahid Janani Saif Imam Jami handed over the key of the museum to the Director General of National Museum Muhammad Kamruzaman. The event where key of the museum was handed over was held at Bangomata Sheikh Fazilutun-Nesa Mujib Auditorium of the National Museum on Saturday. Addressing the event, Minister for Liberation War Affairs AKM Mozammel Haq said, "It is unfortunate that people from the new generation are yet to know the true history of Liberation War." Addressing the same event, State Minister for Cultural Affairs called for inclusion of Shohid Janani Jahanara Imam's book Ekattorer Dinguli in the curriculum of the educational institutions. Later narration of same portion from Ekattorer Dinguli took place with the orchestra playing in the background. India has withdrawn the ban on onion exports from Saturday nearly after 6 months. Earlier, India restricted the shipment of the popular vegetable to contain prices in its domestic market ahead of election. The ban withdrawal decision assumes significance and it comes amid India Lok Sabha elections as the onion is a politically sensitive commodity. According to Directorate General of Foreign Trade notification, India is the main source for Bangladesh to meet deficits of onion. It said the minimum export price would be $550 per ton. However, analysts believe BJP has lifted onion ban so that the farmers' rage against them is not reflected in the poll results, as farmers of Maharashtra suffered huge losses due to such ban imposed in last December. Now a short break. We will be back soon with road crashes in 5 districts leave 9 dead. Israel gives 1-week ultimatum to Hamas for truce. You're watching ATN News. This is English Bulletin. The government is scared of BNP. That is why hatching BNP and right is leftist conspiracy. BNP Standing Committee member Dr. Abdul Moin Khan made the remark after offering Fatiha at the grave of Ziaur Rahman with the members of the new committee of Jatiyotabadi Ulama Dol in capital's Chondrima Uddan on Saturday morning. The BNP leader said the people of the country are now under repression due to one-party rule that has been continuing for last 15 years. There are no human rights and voting rights. Democracy will have to be restored to build the country newly. One-party rule cannot continue. People do not believe in one-party rule, he added. Separate road crashes in 5 districts left 9 dead on Saturday. Several others were hurt in the mishaps. 3 people were killed when a truck collided with CNG auto rickshaw at Chandraganj East Bazaar area in Begamganj of Noakhali. An easy bike driver and a passenger were killed when a truck rammed the easy bike in Rajour of Madaripur. 3 other people were hurt in the road crash. A day labourer was killed after a pickup van heading towards Ansar Road area of Mauna from Sripur of Gajipur carrying 13 labourers were rammed by a truck from behind. Among the 12 injured, another succumbed to his injury. Besides, 2 other people were killed in separate road crashes in Nagaon and airport area of Mongla Khulna highway. Now news from around the world. Israel reportedly has given Hamas 1 week to agree to ceasefire and prisoner captive exchange deal. On the contrary, US students' movement demanding an end to Israeli war in Gaza and to stop Israeli support are spreading out globally. US police arrested over 24,000 pro-Palestine protester students as agitation took violent form. Ignoring global humanitarian calls, Israel has given Hamas 7-day deadline to agree truce, threatening otherwise it will launch its Rafah ground offensive. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres pressed Israel-Hamas to reach truce deal for the sake of Gaza's people, hostages and their families, region and the wider world. UNOCHA said hundreds of thousands of people at imminent death risk if Israel carries out Rafah offensive. Therefore, Hamas delegation arrived in Egypt for what appears to be do-or-die ceasefire negotiations, with the movement saying it is determined to achieve agreement. Meanwhile, several deadly Israeli air attacks have killed unconfirmed number of people in strikes on Gaza City, Rafah and Nusayrat refugee camp. Deadly floods and landslides have hit Indonesia's South Sulawesi province and killed at least 15. More than 100 houses were seriously damaged amid prolonged torrential rain. Indonesian Disaster Mitigation Agency spokesperson Abdul Muhari's statement said the landslide struck South Sulawesi's Luwu Regency on Friday just after 1 a.m. local time. 14 residents in Luwu Regency and at least one in another South Sulawesi area have died due to the floods and landslides. Disaster Management Agency said 42 houses were swept away and 4 roads, 1 bridge were damaged after torrential rain pounded the area. Some 115 people were evacuated to mosques or relatives' homes and over 13,000 families were affected, with authorities trying to evacuate them. Now, sports news. Luton Town grabbed 1-1 drew with Everton in English Premier League. Striker Adebayo scored the superb equaliser for Luton at home to Everton on Friday. The season is almost over with only 2 matches left, though remaining EPL teams tried their level best to climb up the points table by winning as much as possible to end the season comfortably. For this purpose, visitors Everton took the opponent's field. However, the start was good and Everton received a penalty from Luton's fabulous moves in 24th minute. Calvert took the lead from the spot kick. However, they could not keep this relief for long. Luton equalized with striker Adebayo's goal from the counter-attack in the 31st minute. Neither team could score the rest of the time.
Looped into a good area. Morris's header to Andros Townsend.
Before ending the bulletin, the top stories once again. Train fare go up, schedule disruption make passengers suffer. Dhaka likely to experience rain tonight. India lift ban on onion import after 6 months. Road crashes in 5 districts leave 9 dead. And Israel gives 1-week ultimatum to Hamas for truce. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for being with ATN News.